Yes, it is. Yeah.
We're back.
Hey,
We're back.
live
With the Stitch Brothers.
Yes.
With only one brother.
Yeah. The story about the other brother is kind of fun. We'll get to that.
Should we start with that?
Should we start with that?
Let's start with that.
Okay, we'll start with that. All right. So we're in Madison, and it's a wonderful place to be for a quilt show. And of course, I'm buying, right? Why not?
Of course you are, Barb.
Of course I am.
Barb cannot resist.
No. And I'm getting I have a new machine. I'm getting a new machine. And well, some of the things in my sewing room are just old. I need new. So I go across the aisle to the Martelli people, and I'm talking to those nice folks about their table and their system. And, I'm mulling it over, took my time.
Sure.
Next day, I came back.
She knew she was buying right away.
And made the deal. Okay. And I had the help of several friends with this endeavor. And of course, I had to check with Jake to see if there was room in the truck to bring it back. And he said, sure, we got room. Okay. And I left Friday afternoon.
Yep. Barb clocks out early, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm
she's had enough of the Madison show, which I don't blame her because that can be a lot.
But anyway, okay, so I trust these gentlemen with my...
Mistake number one.
No. And I'm fully confident that when I come in on Monday morning, there's going to be a Martelli table sitting in the back room. There isn't. And Jake is going, please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. I lost your table.
Well, what has happened was, I don't know if any of you out there do trade shows, but it becomes a long weekend by the time it's over. And at Saturday at about, I don't know, 4:02, Barb's table went from like this priority that she had mentioned to somewhere down here as the chaos that is packed.
We got to pack it up and get it out of here.
Yep. And I remember Jake's like, hey, he called me. He's like, hey, did you push Barb's table into the trailer? And I'm like, what? Oh, no, I did not.
What?
So luckily, the table has been found.
Yes.
So thankfully, oh my God. But yeah.
And actually, Jake is missing this morning because he is in Madison picking up the table.
Yeah. I'm sure there's nothing more that he'd rather do on Tuesday than to go back
and forth. And but he was kind enough. See, these guys are really nice to me most of the time.
Most of the time, right?
Most of the time.
97%.
At least, yeah.
Anyway, it's good to be back.
Yes.
We've been so busy for the last couple of weeks getting ready for the show and doing deliveries and doing that, and it's going to be crazy again going forward, but we're going to do our absolute best to be consistent. But we needed to take a couple weeks off as we prepared for this Madison show. It's like the biggest event of the year for us.
Yeah, it is. And it's national level. I mean, there's people from all over. We had people from Ohio and I think Indiana.
Yeah, it's,
Iowa.
Shows are back. I mean, at least this one is. I guess I don't know. I only do the one, but I mean, it was as good as I've ever remembered it. I mean, that first day, Thursday, it was just packed.
Mm-hmm.
So tons of people. So if people out there are, waiting for the time to get back to doing some of those quilt shows, Madison is a great one. I would travel for it.
Yeah.
Like even if I'm not a Wisconsin person.
Yeah. And several people did. It was that stopped in our booth. And when we looked at license plates out in the parking lot, and there were quite a few from further away than our Midwest. So
it reminded me a lot, honestly, and it's a little bit different because the Paducah show is more spread out. It's almost like you take over the town.
The whole town, yeah.
But like as far as like a show and the amount of people, at least it felt like to me, like it was starting to get to be like how I remember anyways. It's been a while since I've been to Paducah, but with the exception that we get to take over a whole city for that show. Yeah. I mean, it was like on that level. So I definitely think, Frank, you should definitely come. Frank, thanks for your concern, by the way. I got an email from Frank. Frank's like, do these guys get canceled? Like, what's going on? Like, did the show, is it over?
Is it over? No.
It's nice to know that people miss us when we're gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do our best to stay consistent here going on. But now really starts our busy season.
Yeah.
Because we sold a lot of long arms. There's a lot of training. There's a lot of deliveries. There's a lot of things that go on that probably won't slow down until after the holiday season. Honestly, it's
right. Yeah, we have a full agenda for today, so be prepared.
Yes. Do you want to start with some announcements?
Well, I want to tell them two things. Okay. I went out to Seattle, Washington to visit my brother and my sister. And my brother, my older brother, actually watches me. I was shocked. It's like, really?
He doesn't make comments.
I don't know. He probably doesn't. He wants to be anonymous anyway. And my sister always watches. So yeah, but my brother. Okay. I went out there to be with my sister for a week of her Quilt Guild retreat. And for those of you who know me as Bernina Barb also knows how to do some pretty things. We'll let Kaylee come in here, and this is what I did on my summer vacation. And this may look familiar to some of you because it's a kit from downstairs. But yeah, so I can run a machine and I can ruin my fingers.
Did you have fun in Squim?
Yeah. It's a nice town. It's not real big. Big enough to have some nice restaurants. My sister and I went out a couple nights. So yeah, it was a nice vacation. No airline troubles, thank God. Yeah, so it was good. All right, now we can move on to announcements.
What do you got, Barb?
All right. This Thursday, we have Embroidery 101. And I still have a couple of openings in that class. So if you are curious about how to get your designs off of the computer and into your machine, we go over that kind of information. We do a stitch out. We do some troubleshooting. Like what happens when your bobbin runs out? What happens when your thread runs out or gets caught or whatever? That's Embroidery 101 this Thursday. If you want to join us, please call Peggy over at the Gathering. All right. Embroidery 102 is being repeated October 24th. We do a little bit of reverse applique. So we take a commercial design and fit it to our hoop and make a little notebook cover. So once again, just some basic actions to get you familiar with your machine and how it works, how the embroidery works. So those two classes are coming up and we'd love to have you join us. We have a new class that we don't have a flyer for quite yet, but it's, we'll put this up here for Kaylee.
Some classic primitive gatherings patterns,
yes.
I see.
This class will be October 9th. What we're going to do is machine applique with Valdani, 12-weight Valdani. And these are the two projects I have chosen. You can pick one of the two, purchase the kit. You're responsible for the Valdani. It doesn't come in the kit. And we will have a whole day of working with our machines, adjusting them as necessary to do a couple of wonderful stitches on the machine with Valdani so that you can save your hands for some other things. Or if you have a project that you need to do kind of in a hurry, this is a little faster than handwork, but still intense in a way. So that's coming up October 9th. We'll have that up on the agenda pretty quickly. Okay. B08. We're going to talk more about B08, but I have a class scheduled for November. I can't even remember the date. Do we have that? I don't know. 18th.
I don't know. I haven't
yeah,
the flyer information yet.
That flyer information isn't available yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of 9 patch, a little bit of 9 patch. The fast technique that's in this particular book. If you have the book, you can bring it along. If not, we have copies. And we're going to do a little bit of 9 patch so that we can see how the B08 goes really fast, really easy, really straight. Use that 1/4 inch foot and zip together a whole bunch of 9 patches. And then we're also going to take it and we're going to do a little bit of work with some heavier, this is cotton, like macrame rope. I didn't want to go as far as getting the clothesline involved in this yet, but we're going to take some heavier stuff and sew with that on the B08, so you can see fast and furious and thick how this machine will perform. So we will have that on the agenda as soon as I get a flyer together. All right. All right. There are still openings in the February coat class. I think that January and March are pretty much full, but I think the February class still has openings if you're interested in a coat class. All right. Update on Madison. What else do we do in Madison? Anything else about Madison?
We had a lot of fun. We already talked about Madison.
Okay. All right. On to what else I've been working on.
Ooh, yes. Very cool.
We'll put that out there so Kelly might be able to get it. I've been working on embroidery quilting with the 990. So this is the giant hoop, and I've just been taking designs that are resident on the machine and playing around with getting them into a space. The easiest thing ever is to scan that big hoop, and then you can place your designs so easily. It's just amazing how easily this comes together. So I have a lot of work to do in this, but it's been a lot of fun so far. 990. You want one? Believe me. Okay. Oh, the B08s.
Yes.
What about the B08s?
So I was
Tell us about the
struggling not
B08s.
to interject in your flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why we are planning some upcoming events with the B08 is because we have some very exciting B08 news, and that is the delivery of our B08s is imminent.
Yes.
They're on their way. So we're super excited. I spoke with some people at Bernina, and they're filling our entire order, which is incredible. Mm-hmm. So everybody who's pre-ordered them, we will get those out to you ASAP, but they are on their way. So they could be arriving today for all I know. So
yeah.
And we will be getting all of them. So some of you that were later in signing up for yours or buying yours, no worries. They will be, you don't have to wait until Christmas to get yours. So that's really, really exciting. I think we might have like 1 or 2 possibly that are unspoken for. So if you were somebody who's like me and you hate signing up for things, if you can't be sure that you're going to be getting it right away, for those types of people that don't have the patience, if you call today, you might be able to get on the list, but it's literally like 1 or 2 that aren't spoken for. So we're very excited about that. We got the accessories are starting to come in. So that's how we know it could be any day now. So here are the automatic thread cutter accessory.
I said to him yesterday, I think, hey, there's a bunch of boxes out back that I think have something to do with the B08. And he ran literally out to the back room and said, whee, whoopee, yay.
I would have been more excited if they were the machines.
they
but
were
the
the
thread
machines,
cutter
but
is
cool.
It's
indicative
cool. Yes, it's a
of
good
what's
sign.
to come.
It's a good sign. So yeah, so any day now we will be receiving our BO8s, and then we are going to be calling everybody in order. I want all the accessories to get here, so that way, just like we had spoken about, every person I call, we can say, you know, how many extra bobbins do you want? Do you want the walking foot? Do you want the automatic thread cutter? So on and so forth. So you'll get a chance to get all of the accessories right away that we can package with it to those of you who are shipping to, and then for those of you who are local and can come pick up, we'll have everything you need. So therefore, you will be complete. We're very excited about that.
Yes.
Very excited about that.
Yeah. I was, excited to see that. Oh, what's in those boxes? Yeah, parts are coming.
Any day now, hopefully today.
That'd be so
Even though right now our room's kind of a disaster.
Oh, it's
yeah. So
we packed in a hurry. We're going to take our time unpacking.
Yeah, we're trying to take this opportunity to switch up our room a little bit, and we're always trying to find the best setup because we're trying to balance, you know, the long arm service, the quilting service with, you know, having an area where people who want to demo sewing machines or you know, we have a space that's set up for everything. Yeah. So we moved the big cabinet.
Yes. So. I didn't see that. I was busy with the Bernina social. So yeah, I did. It was like.
Yeah. So what else we got? Is it up to me?
Well, I have one more thing, but
okay, you go.
Okay. In Madison, I got some really cool stuff that I'm going to try embroidery on. All right. We got jelly vinyl. It's, I don't know, it's kind of cool.
What are you going to do with that?
I'm going to embroider on it. And then I'm going to make bags. So
jelly bags?
Jelly bags. Okay,
right.
Just stay right there, Kelly. Because I have, this is a pebbled textured vinyl. Looks a lot like leather. Got that. And then I have this is like, it looks like cloth, but I think it's like water resistant stuff. So it's got a backing that I think is going to be waterproof. Anyway, so I'm going to try some new stuff on embroidery. It's always good to try new stuff. Jelly vinyl.
Excellent.
Yes. So I'm always trying new stuff. I love new stuff.
I got some new stuff.
Yes, you do. And it's beautiful.
So Steve and I,
now
who
I'm
is
jealous.
the bowl guy, have finalized our thread bowl. And here, I'll set this for Kaylee too. Let's get a look at this here. We've finalized our thread dish, and he has put this amazing pewter top on it, and we've finalized the size. It's kind of what did he say, like a 3-inch bowl here, and it is perfect for the Valdani. So we have 29 plus this one right here. So we got a ton of interest on these bowls, and let me see if I can get the light. So this is a walnut one.
Yep.
Let's see if you can. A little fuzzy there. This thing is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
but he's got white ash, he's got oak, he's got black walnut, maple, some box elder. He's got a ton of just beautiful little thread dishes. So these are going to be a little bit more. These are going to be 75. They take a lot of work to fit the top and all that. So we had to increase the price a little bit. But these things are amazing, and he hand makes these, and he's got his little maker's mark here on the bottom, and these are just really, there we go. Now we can see it. This is just a beautiful, beautiful bowl, and this top is really nice. You can take this off, and you can see he's got this sort of dremeled out here, or however he does this.
Routered, it's called.
It's just really, really nice. So we have 29 plus this one. If you're interested, give me a call, shoot me an email. The guy is.
I gotta have one of those.
Well, the guy, so he, you know, he's retired, and he does this in his shop, and we're limited by a couple things. And that is, first of all, each one of these he makes by hand.
Yeah.
And he's not looking to start his own little sweatshop, right?
Nah.
So he makes what he can, and then also he's got to find the pieces of wood that are suitable for
That'll
this.
work with that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's kind of a limited thing. When we get them, we'll sell them. It's going to be first come, first serve. I just thought it's really cool, and I always like to support local people who do things like this. I think it's neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's going to be dropping those off. He told me, I called him this morning, and before I jumped on, and was like, I'm gonna sell some of these bowls, because he had sent me a picture while I was at the show, and they're beautiful. He's got these lighter color ones, and I mean, they're just amazing. And
I gotta have one.
I was like, what do you got going on? Are you going to drop these off? And he's like, yeah, I got 29 of them. But apparently the hay is going off the field. So right now he works.
He's busy.
Yeah, corn's coming off. So here in Wisconsin, those guys get really, really busy. So he said that he was going to sneak over here as soon as he can. Yeah, if you want to support a local guy, these things are really awesome. And I think I think it's a functional, cool tool.
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you, Christmas is coming. You have some special girlfriends.
Yeah.
They're going to love one of those.
And every one of them are different.
So if anybody wants to send Barb a thread bowl for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll take all I'm fine.
Did you mention the cost?
Yes.
75. Yep. 75.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. The camera isn't really doing these. I mean, they're just amazing.
It's beautiful. It really is.
The finish he puts on these are just beautiful.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mom?
That's mine.
That's yours? Never mind. We have
Okay.
29.
We have 29 now. It's gone. Yeah.
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 Hold it up and then
there's
not one with a drag.
Yeah, let me see if I can hold it.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't know
Let's
if
see
they're
if
all
we
gonna
can get a
have the-
better shot here.
They're all going to have the hummingbird, or if they're all going
Can
to.
you show us the hummingbird part?
Yeah. So here's the top, and you can see they're just too dark. Maybe I need to hold it in front of the white. Does it? There we go. This will be better. Yeah. So this is black walnut, and they are amazing.
Yeah.
And they're very functional. Very functional, whether you're doing handwork if you want to set it down and run it through your Bernina, hopefully.
Yes.
Machine. So 29 of them. My mom just spoke for this one.
Yeah.
So this one is no longer available.
No.
Yeah, that's the first one. So we sold a few of these bowls. He's very popular with the ladies every time he comes, because he does bigger, like salad size bowl, all sorts of stuff. But we've been working on a thread bowl, and we finally are happy with. Here, you want to go?
Do I just need to take it right now?
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we finally are happy with the size. We wanted it. Yeah. We wanted to get it right. And I think he's done an amazing job. Oop. Now it's lost. There we go.
Debbie Chappell says, put me down for a thread bowl. I left a message.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
They're just gorgeous.
Perfect. Yep.
Yeah. Just let us know.
High end. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they're just
Yes.
you make some one by
at a time.
one,
Yeah.
and no two are going to be the same.
So.
So do you have all of them here?
Nope. He's bringing them.
Are they all different color woods?
So here, I'll show you the text message. Hold on. Hold on. 'Cause
Lisa's excited.
Somebody wants a thread bowl.
Yeah. So let's see
I have
here.
one downstairs, but now I have to have another one. Well, there's one here. I need one for home.
So
You know.
I'll hold these up.
Oh yeah, they're all
Oh,
different
yeah.
colors.
So I'll hold this up and
Yarn.
see if Kaylee can get this. Yeah, I like the lighter ones too, actually. So let's see if this will work.
So see all
Wow.
the different colored woods. And how are you going to put them on? You're just going to put them on and they're going to get what they're going to get? Or how does this work?
Well, what we really should probably do is give them to Jess for comment sold,
Oh,
because then we could do one by one.
one by one.
So this is what I'm going to do. If you want one of these, I would 100% call or text and get yours reserved, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to give whatever's left over to Jess, and she's going to, because that'll be the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Because then you can show them one by one and they'll be
slowly
gone.
sell each one to a certain.
And they'll be, we'll make them again. I'm sure, it's just, like I said, the guy he's not looking for like a full-time job. So these are,
That's the problem, though.
Yeah,
The people who have all this talent, they only want to do a little bit.
Yep.
Because they don't want a real job. They want it just to be fun. So, yes. Ooh.
Yep. The 08s are in. Okay. Last thing I want to talk about here is it's trade-in month for the month of September. So in the month of September for Bernina is a great month. If you have some old sewing machine, they do this program where you can get 20% off MSRP with any trade-in.
Yeah.
So,
and I think the trade-ins occasionally make their way to people who need sewing machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for those of you who are in the market for a machine and you got some old junker, come see us.
A clunker.
A clunker.
Yeah.
It's like that cash
for clunkers. Yeah.
Was that national or is
I
that
think,
just a Wisconsin?
I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah.
Yep.
So, all right.
Do we have anything else? We talk about that. Is there any questions? We're going to talk about this quilt here, but we got some people watching. Someone asked some questions.
Yeah.
Make it fun.
There was one.
What I think it was what Bernina feet are on sale this month.
Oh.
Ooh. Let's see here. What is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's your question.
All right.
That's a good question. Let's see here. It is not in my thing. Hot buys. Oh, let's see here. So this month is the accessory offer is buy one Bernina or Bernette presser foot or big book and get 150% off MSRP.
There.
That is what it is.
So like if you need a number 10 foot and then you could get number 71 foot, half price.
Yep.
Yeah,
So that's a
you
good
go.
one. So if you got a couple feet you need to buy, that's
Good
a
deal.
pretty good deal.
Yep.
Okay. And then, yep. So that'll be good.
Yep.
Anything else?
No comments? No questions? Questions.
Somebody's got a question. Let's talk about this quilt here. Do you know which one this is?
No.
Do you know the name of this one?
The Joyful Quilt Along.
Joyful Quilt Along? Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of our favorite customers, I think she's out of Arizona, sent this one in. And this is a beautiful diamond peel.
Yes. Really compliments that.
Yes.
You
This
know.
is one of my favorite designs to do with any sort of winter. It's a combination of a winter or Christmas themed quilt with a white background. And I think when you do the diamond peel, you know, just like orange peel is such a classic design, it looks great, but the diamond peel makes it look like it's frozen.
Yeah.
Like it's it just works so well, I think, with this. This is invisible. So you can see, you know, you don't got a bunch of white stitching over those green trees.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those threads that work really great with a quilt like this with the high contrast.
Mm-hmm.
She did such a great job with this. And the orange peel, you know, was mostly perfect on this one. I mean, we had a couple spots where we had to do a little bit of manipulating of the because if this gets off at all, those points don't line up. But this one was
pretty good.
Was friendly. Let's just say that it's friendly. Sometimes they're not friendly, and you have to do some different things. But
yeah.
So we didn't have a ton of quilts to show because of, you know, getting ready for the show and the show.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the one that we had just finished right before we left. So I wanted to definitely show this one off.
Yeah.
It turned out really, really great.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So if there's no questions.
No questions. We have the prize patrol.
Oh, I see a question.
Okay.
Will the red walking foot that comes with the new B735 be available to buy separately? That's a good question. I know for a fact that I talked to a lady at the show who got her hands on one. So she was talking about how she just bought the red walking foot. I don't know where she had gotten that from. I can definitely look into seeing if that's something we can order. I would assume it would have been just a something that was reserved for that special edition. So I
Yeah.
don't know if she knows somebody, bought it off somebody,
I
or
don't know.
or what. But we can definitely look into that. That's a good question.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Aurifil Clear. Aurifil Clear.
Yep.
Let's see what we got here. Any tips for sending you a quilt for long arm quilting? The sooner you send it in, the sooner you get it back. That's a tip. And then, you know, if you take the time and press everything open and you put in the extra effort, you know, you just get better results.
Yeah.
So
a lot of times when we get them out of the package, you know, they've been in a box for a couple of days, but the ones that are starched or, you know, are, they come out and you kind of shake them out a little bit and let them hang for a while. And then they're, I think, easier to load. Yeah. I don't know.
Another tip is make sure you err on more than you need for backing.
Oh, please, because I am the worst.
Yeah.
I'm the worst.
Yeah.
I make that mistake like every time.
Yeah. So the thing is that if you, especially if you have like a larger queen or king size quilt, and you're talking like 100 inches long, and you're only giving us, let's say, 3 inches instead of the 4 we asked for. If you give us 3 inches and that quilt just starts, it's not perfectly straight. By the time that gets off, that 3 inches is gone, and now all of a sudden, you know, your quilt at the bottom is like borderline. We don't have enough backing. So
yeah.
What else we got here? What's in the bobbin? So Aurifil 50 weight is what we use. Cotton in the bobbin. We actually used some different stuff at the show. So
did you use bottom line?
No, we used we used the Isacord, the embroidery thread.
Oh yeah.
And like it really stitched nice.
Yeah.
It, you know, it's got a little bit more of a sheen to it, so I don't know that it will be appropriate for everything.
Yeah.
But some of the more modern, brighter quilts where it's okay to have a touch of that. I mean, it's stitched beautifully.
Okay.
So I was thinking maybe I might
try that.
Experiment with that a little bit. But yeah.
Yeah.
Aurifil 50 is what we use for the bobbin. What else we got? Anything
else? No. Okay.
Prize Patrol.
Prize Patrol. Stacy Moravec. We know Stacy, don't we?
I know. That's
Stacy. Nancy Cleaver. Nancy Cleaver. And So Shauna Stitches. Whoever that may be. Yay! Prizes. Contact Heidi. All right, and our brother who usually leads us in
signs us off,
sign off is once again missing.
It's up to you then.
Okay, I guess it's it. All right. Always remember, clean and oil your machine.
Thank you guys.